Hello everyone, this is Genius Yoshi bringing you another Lorcana puzzle, which I hope you will have the Herculean strength to pass this Maleficent test with flying colors. Now that the bad puns are out of the way, let me explain the board state to you. So you're sitting at 7 lore, your opponent's at 12, you have 5 ink, your opponent has 8 ink. At the start of your turn and you draw a third copy of Frying Pan to add to your 2 copies of Hercules in hand. You have 1 Hercules in play as well as 3 Maleficent, all at the ready to be questing or challenging your opponent. In terms of our opponent's board, our opponent has 2 magic brooms with a Mickey Mouse, 1 wardrobe, a Maleficent. Our opponent has a Maleficent in hand and is about to draw another copy of Maleficent. And the question is, how do you win this game? I'll give you 2 minutes to think about it, and then I'll explain the solution. Alright, time's up. It's time to look at the solution. First thing to take a look at is the lore count on the board and the lore value that both players are at. Our opponent's at 12. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, our opponent will go to 19 next turn. So we don't really need to challenge anything to live another turn. We're at 7 and we can quest for 2, 4, 6, 7, bringing us to 14. There is no way we are winning the game this turn, so we need to set up to win next turn. So the Maleficents are very squishy, and our opponent's board is full of pretty big stats. So challenging with a Maleficent seems like a bad idea. So we want to quest with all 3 Maleficents, which generates 6 lore. So if we quest with all 3 Maleficents, we go to 13, and next turn we'll go to 19. So we need to find 1 point of lore somewhere, which can either be by questing with Hercules now, or by playing another copy of Hercules and exerting it during the next turn to quest. Now we are at 5 ink. We can put another card in our ink pool in order to reach 6, and then we can either play 2 Herculeses or 3 Frying Pans, or we can just go 1 Frying Pan, 1 Hercules. These are really our plays. Now the 2 Hercules, if we consider it, we can put them questing. Well, we can put them exerted so that the bodyguard effect will come into play. But then each Hercules is going to trade with one of these 3/4, or actually is going to get defeated in combat by one of these 3/4s. and our Maleficents will become vulnerable to the magic brooms. So the 2 Herculeses simply aren't enough. So what we need to do is the very awkward Ink a Hercules, getting us to 6 ink, allowing us to go Frying Pan, Frying Pan, Frying Pan. Terrible card on its own, but the solution to this puzzle. So you can banish the Frying Pan, and a chosen character can't attack next turn. So Maleficent can't attack next turn, Mickey Mouse can't attack next turn, and the Wardrobe can't attack next turn, since they're all the bigger combat pieces. And now we're in this situation where if we quest with Hercules and the Maleficents, going up to 14, our opponent can only challenge on the magic brooms. So at this point, we pass the turn to our opponent. Opponent draws a second Maleficent. Everything readies. And now the opponent is in an unwinnable situation. The magic rooms can go and challenge Hercules, bounce back to the hand. And then our opponent can only quest for 5. If our opponent tries to quest with the magic brooms, it's not enough. And the 3 Maleficents, when the turn goes back, are enough to bring us over the line and reach the 20 lore. And that's the solution to this puzzle. I hope that you've enjoyed this Frying Pan puzzle. The puzzle is going to be one of the best uses of Frying Pan that I can think of. Put a like, put a comment, let me know what you thought about this puzzle. I think it was slightly easier than the other ones that I've posted so far. So if you want a slightly bigger challenge, go check them out. Then don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future puzzle.